You got to admit, a Minecraft movie and White Lotus are pretty much the two hottest pieces of pop culture.
Of media right now, yeah, I would agree. Yeah, for sure.
Completely unrelated, right?
Well, except they had a few actors in common.
Yes, Jennifer Coolidge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's Uncle Rico. John Grise is his name.
I think.
Yeah. And we, of course, had never seen the show before.
Right.
Had to watch season 1 and 2 before getting to season 3.
Yes.
Which is the hot show everybody's talking about.
Right.
And I'm so glad we did it chronologically because season 3 sort of ties back to season 1.
Yes, exactly.
In a way.
Kind of the cool thing about White Lotus is it's almost like American Horror Story where each season is its own story. Mm-hmm. But there are a couple of elements that do come back into play.
Which I never saw, by the way. I would love to see. I hear Lady Gaga's great in that.
Oh, she was really good in the hotel one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked her in that.
Anyway, have you Googled Mike White, the director of White Lotus?
Why, yes, you finally did, didn't you?
We'll help you out a little bit. Here he is. In none other than the Jared Hess film, Gentlemen Broncos, that we just talked about in a previous episode. Mm-hmm. The one I said, and I'm so sorry, Karley, let's watch it again.
Sure.
Now that I've got my expectations dialed way down.
Well, and also now that you understand what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of dork.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
just a bunch of dorks
being
dorky.
Right.
Painfully dorky.
And that's what's fun about it.
Yeah.
It's a good time if you just turn your brain off and you let it be weird.
So this Mike White guy was Dusty, the snake guy in Gentlemen Broncos.
Right.
Directed by Jared Hess.
Yeah, I remember when we were watching season 1 of White Lotus, Uncle Rico shows up out of nowhere right next to Jennifer Coolidge, and you text me, is that Uncle Rico?
Yeah.
Because we were not watching it together at the time. And then later on, we actually went and found out that it was directed by a friend of Jared Hess.
And then here's how Jack Black ties into all of this. Mike White, director of White Lotus, was in Orange County. Remember that one? Mm-hmm. With Jack Black. School of Rock with Jack Black. And Nacho Libre.
Okay.
Yes, I can pronounce the name of that movie correctly if it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I remembered him in School of Rock and Nacho Libre. I don't know if I've ever seen Orange County.
That's one of my buddy Brad's favorite movies of all time.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we got to, if we're on a Jack Black kick.
Go.
Yeah.
I do love Jack Black.
So
he's so fun.
It's just kind of funny to see. We were talking about how Jared Hess must have his favorites. Yeah, he does. Well,
right.
And Mike White has sort of adopted that too.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And there's something about White Lotus that I wanted to mention, and I can't put my finger on it other than to say, one of the things that I appreciate about it is the speed of it all. And that makes it sound like it's fast-paced. No, it's not. Mm-hmm. It's kind of slow to medium-paced.
Right. It lingers just right where it should.
Right. It's kind of this... It's not only a whodunit, but who got it done to them.
Right. We know something bad happens, but we don't really know any of the other details.
Yeah, the whole season is a flashback. Mm-hmm. Okay, we know it starts with somebody being dead.
Right.
And then by the end of the season, you find out who is being dead and who made them be dead.
Yes.
Who unalived them, whatever we can say for YouTube.
Right.
But in the middle, it's all kind of just nice and, I don't know, 72 BPM.
Yeah. It's very well paced.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like the pacing of the show. What an there's your daily odd compliment.
You know what, though? It's so important because sometimes things take way too long and then you completely fall out of love with the show and you stop watching it. Mm-hmm.